All right, y'all, welcome back. So I'm about to do this video on Mr. D.L. Hughley. For those of you who don't know who D.L. Hughley is, he was one of the original kings of comedy, i.e., like the movie original kings of comedy. I think that was like a self-proclaimed thing that those guys kind of took and went with it. It was him, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, and Bernie Mac. Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. He was funny as hell. So yeah, D.L. Hughley was a comedian, and lately, over the past like 10 years, maybe more, but definitely 10 years from to my knowledge, he's been on this freaking super wokey woke movement, and it's just it's pathetic, man. D.L. Hughley and Roland Martin, when I listen to them, when I watch their videos, I get the same feeling from both of them, which is that they're both just like when you listen to them speak, they sound like such like wimps, man. Like, oh man, the white man is, ooh, the white man, President Trump, oh these racists, oh my God, like shut the fuck up. Like, stop your bitching and complaining. Excuse my language, but that is what it is. From some grown-ass men. These men are in their 50s at least. At least in their 50s plus. Complaining and bitching like a bunch of little girls. And so, I've actually tagged a few of his videos so that way I could make a video on. With this one in particular, I literally just pressed play. I didn't even listen to the full thing, but like halfway through, I was like, "Oh man, I gotta just go in on this right now." So I'm gonna press play, and I'm just gonna point out to you what I'm talking about, because I know that when I say things a lot of time, people don't fully understand where I'm coming from and what I exactly mean. So what I like to do is use these videos. That way, I can point out exactly what I mean through the actions of these other people.
One that was racy. Pick a side. I can say this: Donald Trump came in like he went out. He came in petty, he went out petty. And he always does this sleight of hand thing. He always does this thing where he looks like he's doing something while he's doing something else. And it is true that he pardoned 3 or 4 black people, but he also executed 5 black men.
Okay, let's just stop right here real fast. So, look, man, and again, I keep saying this. I don't care which way, politically. I really don't care. That should not be our focus right now. That should not be our fight right now. Okay, but Donald Trump isn't president anymore. He lost the election back in November. Back in November, and then he's been officially out of office for like a week now. All right. So I don't know why the hell D.L. Hughley's talking about Donald Trump. In this video, it says it was released yesterday. So unless he held it and then released it late, I don't know. But regardless, I don't know why this video is released now talking about Donald Trump. All right, but that goes back to that bitch assness and that victimhood. Like, oh my God, like, oh, I'm just so happy he's gone type. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, he's not president no more. You know what I'm saying? And Donald Trump ain't thinking about your ass. So like, why are you worried about this man for? Like, what are you talking about?
He executed after the election. He decided he was going to execution spree, and he executed more people than anybody since Ulysses S. Grant. So he's always pretending like he's doing something, and he's doing something else. But
all right, so let's just stop right there real fast. So before Trump left office, he did pardon some people. Kodak Black and Lil Wayne were 2 of them. D.L. Hughley just said that there was a total of 3. So I'm gonna take his word for it. I guess there was 3. And then supposedly he went and executed 5 or 6 black people or something like that. D.L. just said. Let's rewind it back.
The great thing about he executed more people than he also executed 5 black men.
He pardoned 3 and executed 5. Now DL is talking about it like he's acting like he did a good thing, but then he actually, on the other side, he executed 5 black men. Well, do you know what these black men were on death row for, DL? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that because I know. I'm just asking, do you fucking know, man? Do you know? Like, were they murderers? Were they violent criminals? Were they were they rapists? I don't know. Do you know? Or are you just saying, oh, five quote unquote black people executed, so I'm just gonna chalk this up in the fuck Trump fucking pile? People are on death row for a reason. Don't get me wrong. There are some people on death row that don't belong there. We've heard the stories. But many people that are on death row belong there. So I don't really have any sympathy for anyone that's on death row and that gets put down. I don't. People make their own decisions in life, and they have to deal with the circumstances that they put themselves in. Now, obviously, if someone's freaking innocent and they're on death row and they get put down, then yeah, I have sympathy for that person. Obviously. But overall, if you're there because you did some bullshit, then yeah, no, I have no motherfucking sympathy for you. So I don't care if it would have been 10 or 100 black men that were there because they needed to be there and he freaking executed them. Because quite frankly, DL, once this revolution starts, or this just change that's coming, it's coming, because there's a lot of people out there like me and like y'all listening that understand that a change needs to come, and the only way that it's going to come is through financial liberation, economic freedom. That's how we do it, and that's what we're working on right now. But anyway, DL, when that time comes, when we start to turn this motherfucker around, everybody can't come. All right, so what? I don't give a fuck if Trump killed 100 of them niggas for doing some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? That's less for us to fucking worry about. Because like I said, not everybody could come. Not everyone will make it. Period. And we're not gonna be waiting around for people. You know what I'm saying? You get with it or get lost. I've been saying it for the longest now. So it doesn't make a difference any other which way.
He executed after the election. He decided he was going to execution spree, and he executed more people than anybody since Ulysses S. Grant. So he's always pretending like he's doing something, and he's doing something else. But the great thing about...
I don't think that executing people is something that you would do a press conference about either. Pardoning people, I'm not even sure if he did a press conference when he pardoned people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even sure how that really went down. But yeah, I'm pretty sure when people execute people, they don't go around, gallivanting and ranting and raving about what they just did. So I don't know how you're trying to make it seem like he's trying to, like make himself look good through it or over that. And again, I'm not trying to sit here and dust brush the dust off of Trump's shoulders, because again, I don't give a damn any which way, period, point blank. But we have to look at things objectively, and we can't be like Mr. D.L. Hughley and Mr. Roland Martin, who wants to literally have their fucking emotions on their sleeves, and they sound like women when they talk, with all that feminine ass energy. Like, you over here talking about the next man, and this nigga ain't even fucking thinking about you, my nigga, on some G shit. He ain't worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden ain't worried about you. The fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Again, that's what I just said this on a video I just did yesterday about Roland Martin talking about some bullshit. This is what niggas with the platforms want to do. This is what the niggas with the platform and the money, this is what they want to do. They want to talk about some fucking bullshit, man. How about you talk about some real shit that's affecting us and what the fuck we gonna do about it, nigga? How about that? The fuck you talking about politics for? You know what I'm saying? Asian people have the lowest voter turnout. The lowest. Because they don't have to vote. They don't have to vote. Because they have strong community ties. They have a real community and structure. And I mean, it definitely helps to have a country backing you, which obviously America's original people, aka black people, quote unquote, don't have. We get all that, but they still have that strong community ties. Anyway, moving on.
He is gone now, but the lessons that we should learn from him are not. And I think as quickly as we'd like to forget what has happened and to move on, that is what we get.
Hold on. This dude, hold on.
People than anybody since Ulysses S. Grant. So he's always pretending like he's doing something, and he's doing something else. But the great thing about it is he is gone now. But the lessons that we should learn from him are not. And I think as quickly as we like to forget what has happened and to move on, that is where we get in trouble. By not remembering what happened. Everybody talked and lauded the virtues of a peaceful transfer of power. But
this dude literally said, well, he's gone now, and we need to like forget about what happened. You would think if you just woke up and heard this nigga saying this shit, you would have thought that he was molested or some shit, or raped, or he was kidnapped and kept somewhere against his will for months on end. I'm saying, and he's fucking traumatized. Like, dude, the dude was president for 4 years. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're acting as if like you were dead ass just kidnapped and you were away from your family and being fucking tortured. Like, what are you talking about, D.L. Hughley? Last time I checked, you're still rich. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, you still have your platform. So what happened? Please let me know, man. Let us know. Let us know why we should have all this fear and be worried about all this bullshit that you're telling us to be worried about. You know? Please let us know. Let us know. When the pandemic hit and it devastated our communities, our quote-unquote communities, because again, they're not real communities. There's no such thing as a black community. The color of black doesn't have a fucking community. But anyway, when that happened and the pandemic happened and ravaged the quote-unquote black community, right? And people were getting furloughed, losing jobs, and having no money, DL, you still got your platform. Still got your platform, right? So, what really happened to you, my man? You know, like why do these celebrities think that they get to speak like they're normal people? I'm not saying that they're not normal people, because they are. You know what I'm saying? They are just that, people, but they like to speak on our level when they're not. And at the end of the day, he's not on our level and he's not offering any solutions. Not any real solutions. Unless you think a solution is freaking bitching and complaining about the ex-president after the nigga already left office, then I don't know what to tell you.
People are forgetting that 2 weeks ago, somebody tried to stop this very process. I don't know how peaceful you can be when there are 25,000 armed guards to ensure it. Let's not be in such a hurry to forget that we get into the same milieu that we were in this time. We believed that they were all the same, that we believed that they were equal, that they were all going to do the same things. And yes, politicians all lie. Nobody brought it to a boiling point. Nobody just said and told a lie that almost started a war on purpose for their own good. And nobody expected.
You see what he's talking about? He's saying that all politicians lie, but Trump is bad because he tried to start a war. Did Trump tell these people to mobilize? I don't know. But I can say this. It's either he did or he didn't. If he didn't, then why the hell are we speculating for? And if he did, we still don't have power to do shit about it anyway. That's my fucking point. Even if he did. And then 2,500 or 25,000, however many DL just said, militiamen mobilized and decided to take action. What the fuck are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do, man? Please. Nothing. Can't do shit. We're too spread out, too divided. You know, chaos. We have no order. That's why we can't mobilize and form militias. We have no order. Our communities are literally filled with chaos, and that's because we have women leading our households. Nothing against women, but the last 50 plus years literally shows you like why, you know, like why the matriarchy has literally contributed to our failure as a community. Because the quote unquote black woman just takes her orders from the quote unquote white liberal man. That's her daddy. You know what I'm saying? That's her father, you know what I'm saying? Her son and her Holy Ghost. You know, that's her God. That's who she looks up to. No matter what they say, that's who they look up to. Not you, quote unquote black man, not me, but the quote unquote Caucasian man. That's who they look up to. And he says, tell that nigga to get out the house. No, y'all can have kids, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can have kids, but no, he can't be around. Once he had the kids, get that nigga out the house. You know, I'll pay for your house, and you know, I'll give you these food stamps and these welfare checks. You know, that's the relationship that is going on right now. That's the nuclear family and the black community. You know, and that's nothing new. It's nothing new. It's actually old. It's getting too damn old. You know, when you go back to the hood, or when I go back to the hood, some of y'all still living there. When I go back to the hood, my old hood, and I see people that, you know, grew up in the hood, never left the hood. Obviously, because when I go back, they there. And then when I look back at their family, they never left. It's generations on generations in the same projects. Generations and generations on the same block. Or the same, like, you know, 5-block radius. Generations on generations on generations. They ain't going nowhere. And it's a damn shame. Because why go somewhere? You know, and this is the mindset. Why go somewhere? Like, we got it good here. We don't really got to worry about nothing. We don't really got to push ourselves too hard. You know, have some babies. You know, mama stay home and, you know, babysit the kids. While I'm at home, the woman, pretty much, you know, just running around with a whole bunch of random ass niggas, and, you know, bringing chaos to these niggas. Now I got these niggas fighting over me, you know, shooting each other over me or whatever the case may be. All this chaos just ensues, man. All this chaos. That's literally what it is. It's a whole bunch of crazy ass fucking chaotic bullshit that, like, I'm tired of. Man. I done seen it, you know, for years, up close and personal. I'm tired. I don't know how these niggas ain't tired of it, man. You know, they don't know no better. You know, that's the shame, but that's why we got to start waking these motherfuckers up, man. Call me Morpheus out this motherfucker. I'm about to start unplugging niggas, man. But hold on, I want to get this shit going again because I don't want this video to be too damn long. It's already a little too long.
Thousands and thousands of people to truck in that lie and to risk life. It was different to watch this inauguration when you have Joe Biden thanking Mike Pence. That is a lot different than saying hang Mike Pence. It's a lot different. We have a lot to learn. And what I learned primarily is nobody works harder for America and tries harder for America than black women.
What the fuck did this nigga just say? Nobody works harder for America, tries harder for America than black women? What the fuck is this nigga? Did he not just hear what I said? I literally just went through this whole spiel about how a lot of black women in the quote unquote black community don't work hard at all. They work hard at fucking bringing chaos to people's fucking lives and living off the fucking government. And, you know, and not being about shit. Now, I'm not talking about all black women. Don't get me wrong. I love women, and I love black women when they're in their right mind, when they really know what the fuck's going on, and they understand the reality that they're in and their role in said reality. You know, then yes, there's nothing more beautiful than that. But a lot of these women, I hesitate to even call them women. A lot of these chicks out here are bugged out of their motherfucking minds. They don't know up from motherfucking down, and they don't care to know. Because all you need to know in their mind is if I say that's down, then that's down. And if not, you a trifling ass nigga, get the fuck out of here. You know, you can't see the kids. Type shit like that. So I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. He must be alluding to Kamala Harris and Michelle Obama, because I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Try hard and for the country. Black women don't gotta do a shit in this country. They don't gotta do shit. All they gotta do is freaking learn how to type and get their high school diploma, and a lot of them can go and get jobs in corporate America. You know, because don't nobody want to smoke to give them a hard time, and not for nothing. Quiet as kept. A lot of these corporations like having black women in the office. You know, when they get treated that racist treatment, the majority of it comes from the white women in corporate America that don't like seeing the black men. I mean, the black women in corporate America get hit on by the white men in corporate America, and that's the truth. That's the truth. So I don't know what he's talking about. The work that's hard, and again, black women aren't out here getting their ass beat by the cops. And I'm not saying that it's happening at a high clip, like a lot of these motherfuckers out here like to make, like you to believe. No, but at the end of the day, black women and the police, that's her motherfucking best friend. Who you think's calling the cops on the black man? Who do you think's calling? Who you think's picking up the phone? Exactly my point. Moving on.
I marvel at your resiliency and how you're able to do it.
This nigga is a simp, man. Like he marveled. What? Marvel at how black women literally destroyed the fucking black community, man. The quote unquote black community. Not single handedly. I'm not trying to put all the blame on them. I'm not doing that at all. But this matriarchy, that shit is. It is. And I would love to see anyone try to argue that. Not with me, because I'm not wasting my time arguing with some shit that's apparent. It's obvious. But I would love to see someone try to argue that with somebody else.
You're able to take it. Now, I am a cynical man. There are things that have happened I will never move on from, and I will never forget. I'm not the one you're going to say, well, I don't believe in it. I believe that people have to earn their way back in. I am not one of them they can do that with. Maybe you are. I think I've learned America's true color, and I will always see it that way. Even as this was happening, 80% of some demographic believed that man did a great job, and that was the right direction for America. And my idea of them and perception of them will never change. And also will
see, and that's some real simp ass, feminine ass shit. People say that they align with Donald Trump and the things that he was for, and then now you over here super emotional about it. Donald Trump, he was for a lot of policies that I personally am for. I'm for putting America first. I think that's a no-brainer. I think we should take care of our own shit first. And I think that same rule should apply to the black community. Take care of your own shit first. So it doesn't surprise me that a super wokey woke like this nigga would be mad that someone's saying, oh, handle your business first. Because black people don't want to handle their business first. They don't want no one to tell them, oh, you should do this or you should do that. Black people don't want to be told nothing. And they damn sure don't want to be told to look in the mirror and look at how fucked up they are. You know what I'm saying? That's why whenever anyone says anything about, oh, well, what about black on black crime? The first thing you want to hear is, and then they want to try to write you off. No. Don't write it off. Be mature about your shit. What the fuck about black on black crime? And don't get me wrong, I understand that, people kill who they live by. So obviously white on white crime's high, Chinese on Chinese crime's high, yada yada. But why the fuck do our shit gotta be so goddamn high? You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, like the murders are gonna happen for whatever reason. But like we can still work to quell those numbers, especially the senseless the murders. You cannot sit here and tell me that what's going on in Chicago, what's going on in Camden, New Jersey, and Philly, and even down in Florida, this crazy Detroit. You can't tell me that what's going on in these parts of the country, like that's just like something just write off. Oh man, black, there's white and white crime too. Like no, but they ain't doing it like that. And even if they are, I don't give a fuck, nigga. That don't mean that we gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Why if I say some shit to you, you gotta talk about the next person. And this is again why I don't go with that whole like calling myself black or calling people white. No. First, those are colors. And you set up a duality when you do that shit. White and black, left and right, up and down. It's always together. All right? And I learned that from Chronicles of Judah 144. He put me on game with that. But it makes sense. And that's another reason why I don't like I said, I don't go by that. And that's why I started the America's Original People. It's a moniker, and it's also a movement that I'm trying to start to be a part of the greater movement. Okay? But anyway, that's about it on that. This nigga's a simp. Peace.